Everybody, hope you're having a good day. I'm having a pretty darn good one. Today I thought I'd do my Lorac Mega Pro 4 review. Just came out. It's always a holiday edition. I absolutely love my 3 so much so that I went and got one when it was re-released, and then Kohl's department store found some 2s, so I picked up theirs. And of course, as soon as 4 came out, I made a point to get it. I love 3. It's still my absolute favorite. 2 is actually my second favorite, and 1 is my third. 1, which is a cult classic, some of the colors don't blend as well, so I'm having some issues with that. I'm still playing with it, getting to know it. I've had a lot of other holiday editions come up that I've been working with, like my Tarte one, which I absolutely fell in love with. I think I've gotten 7 different distinct looks out of that, and now I'm starting to blend between the layers, and I'm really enjoying it. I can't suggest it enough. I've had one person who said they bought it so they could try out what my eye look is. If you want me to do any tutorials with that palette on any of the looks I did, leave a comment below and I will make a point to do it. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep on rolling with it for now. But for the Mega Pro 4, the pink packaging threw a lot of people off. It makes some of the shades look different. And it looks a lot more pastel-y, kind of like the Lorac Brunch. I love Brunch, whatever that white one was with all the pastel colors in it. I've heard so many different names refer to it. We're just going to go there. I did return that palette myself. I found I had to use a white base to get it on. And I could get it on, and I could get it to stay with a white base. But to get the color pigment, I always had to do a white base, which is funny because I'm a white girl. And I mean, I'm white. So, really? And I use concealer under my eyes. I don't use it over my eyes all the time. Sometimes if I really want to intensify that inner corner, I will. But then it's just a small half-cut crease, which is what I have on today to help intensify this palette. I'm all about color and intensity. 90% of my looks are vibrant and a lot of color. This is a combination of the pastel palette and like a smoky palette from them. I think what they should have done is actually pulled more dark tones in. Gotten rid of some of these lighter ones, like some of these lighter glitters. Almost this whole row here, except for Fairy Tale, I would have gotten rid of. Put a few more mid-tones and shifted the whole thing over. Kept these lighter ones, because these work. This is a great topper. It's not good for itself, or you have to foil it. Or I did my intercut crease with my concealer, packed that on, and then foiled another layer on. Ooh, that was pretty. That was pretty. But a lot of work. I'll be honest, a lot of work. But I would keep this first row. Get rid of the second row, except for this one. Third row, I get rid of the Misty Mauve. Actually, the second row, I keep the Sage too. I get rid of the Misty Mauve and Sugar Cookie. Condense it all down, and maybe put a few more darkers in, and call this their Holiday Smoke Palette. Their Mega Pro 4 Holiday Smoke Palette. Because I've gotten some beautiful different shades of smoky eye out of this. I've gotten some browns, I've got some purples, and of course this nice blue smoky palette. I have on today, I started out with Butterscotch, which is pretty much gone. You might be able to see a little bit right here, but really not much. I used Pink Pinoni as my upper brow, though it could be more intense. I tried coming in with foam, and it just blends to... Yeah, I wasn't happy with it. Some of these ones are hit and miss. I'm so used to the glitter and blind, though, and the intense color, that's, I think, why I'm struggling with this when I've never struggled with a 3. The formula is softer than the 3, 2, and 1. I will say that much. Mattes are so buttery. They blend to each other like a dream, but you can easily overblend them. I'm going to suggest you take a shader brush, not a fluffy brush, shader brush. Pack the color on where you want, all the different ones. Blend lightly in between the lines. Maybe do a final blend in the end and leave it. This is one of those palettes that if you want to make a look, you can't overthink it. Keep it simple, keep it clean. You're going to love it. Like I said, I had Butterscotch, which really I don't think you see. It's more like a base coat. The Pink Pinoni on the upper brow, which can't really see that anyways. In the crease, I used Vamp to deepen this up right here. I came in with Peacock on the outside corner and on my under eye. You see that intense blue? That's the peacock. I used fairy tale on the lid, and then in my inner corner I had used pink Panonium foam. It wasn't blinding enough, so I did touch it up with a Clarice liquid glitter shadow, which I love. I tried using multiple colors to try to blend, but I want to show you where you really can't see some of the colors. They muddy together, and you have a hard time seeing the differences. I'm still getting a beautiful look, but you really, 3-4 shades max is really what you need to stick with when you're using this. To layer more colors, it doesn't like to layer too well, or you have to place it and then gently blend in between and leave it alone. But to do that, you need to have a really good understanding of color and how it works together. If you're just playing, you may end up with a muddy mess if you're not careful. My favorite shade in here is, for the mattes, is Spice. This color is like Dogman wanted to be this, and from the Tarte one from Swamp Girl. Woo! This has been my absolute favorite shade from the mattes, though Denim is right behind it. I like this too. Alright, Peacock for the glimmers is, and I really love Moss, which is kind of funny. You wouldn't think I would like the Moss, but there's Moss. Look at that Peacock. This can stain my eyes a little. It's very intense. My eyes stain easier than most because I'm not only my white, but I have really dry skin, so it tends to suck pigment into my skin. I don't know why, it does. Overall, it's not a bad palette. I wouldn't give it an A. It is a learning curve to work with it. Or if you're going for a natural look that you can blend together and it's a little deeper, this would be an ideal palette. Would I suggest this to everybody? No. I would suggest this to people who have a basic understanding how kind of colors work, because you're not going to be able to get an easy look. You have to think about how colors play to each other. Sorry if you're getting blinded by the packaging. That Lorac is pretty shiny. And I would definitely say that people who want a light everyday look with a little bit of smoke would love this, or treat this as like a smoky palette. You'll like it better. Some of the glimmers, like I said, a lot of work. Nice payout when you finally get there, but it just takes a while to get there. But I guess I'm so used to like Juvia's Place, which are blinding, and I'm gotten used to, you know, like I just used the Tarte Holiday one, and I just didn't have any issues with, you know, being able to distinguish between the colors, where this one I am. And I remembered that this is a really soft formula, where that's a stiffer formula. So it just depends on what formula works better with you. On my grading scale from A to F, it's definitely not an F, but it's not an A. I'm going to give this a C+. And the only reason why it's not in the B, it's like a B-, is because of the struggle with some of the colors and the color selection. Overall, I like it, but there's not enough midtones really to make it work, and the light tones are too much like that Brunch I Love palette. They're too light, they're not pigment enough. You have to use something to really make them pop. And I'm very white, so I'm kind of think anybody with a darker skin tone is going to have even more issues than I am. I did take concealer, do an inside cut crease, which I do once in a while, and pat the color on to get this more intense blue on the inside right here and on the inside corner. I did that with my Tarte one, and people thought my eyes were like on fire. They were so blinding beautiful. I couldn't get that with this, except for with the one, and I really had to build it up. A lot of work for payout. But it is what it is, right? We all have different opinions. This is just my opinion, how I feel about this palette. I hope you guys enjoy this today. If you have any questions, or if you want me to do swatches with it, I can. It's just really messy with this particular palette. I actually tried recording one with swatches. Yeah, there's a bit of fallout with this one. By the way, just FYI, you will have fallout in your cheeks. Do your under eyes after the fact. Even knocking off, I still had to fallout. Especially some of those glitters that are chunky, like Fairy Tale is chunky. But I love the payout, but it's just chunky. Anyways, if you have any questions or you want swatches, let me know. Leave a comment below. Now I'm going to go on to the second thing. I didn't put it in the title, and I'm not going to. This is for people who watch my videos. and who are my friends on here on YouTube, I'm going to be doing a declutter series. Actually, I'm probably going to record it right after this one, so I have both of them done. In there, I'm going to be going through and decluttering. Some things are just going to go in the garbage because they're old, they're bad quality. I don't feel comfortable passing them on. Everything else is going to go into a pile, and I'm going to do a giveaway. And if you, when I get to the point at the very end of the declutter series, I'll probably kind of explain how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to use Gleam, but I'm not 100% sure. There's a couple options I'm looking at for that giveaway, but I'm going to put those items in a basket, and anything that I feel is sanitary to pass on is going to be given as part of the giveaway. Now, I'm probably going to do 2 people. I am going to open one winner for international. Now, that doesn't mean one of the winners will be international. I'm just saying, if I pull an international winner, it's only going to be one because it's expensive to ship out of the country, but I'm going to do it. I also have some new items that I picked up just for the purpose of giving away in this giveaway. And one of them is, I had picked up that advent calendar. When I got it, it was torn. So I really couldn't, open one every day, so I just opened the whole stupid thing. I know. Impatient. I got the advent calendar to do it every day, and because it was torn, I was very disappointed, so I just opened it. Anyways, all these lip creams that came in it, I knew I wasn't going to want them because they're like a lipstick, and I don't do lipsticks. I do lip liners with gloss, or I do liquid lipsticks. I know a lot of people are slowly moving back to lipsticks, and I have 2, but I'm still not a huge fan of all these formulas. So, all these little ones, I'm going to split them into 2 piles, and I'm going to give them to you guys as part of that thing. I'm debating on what else to maybe throw in, brand new, never been used. I do know these guys are going to be one of the items. As things goes along, I will add, and I will just throw it in at random parts in the video, not always in the end, not as beginning. Like I said, it's just for people who do watch my videos and enjoy, and who are my friends here on YouTube. Well, that's it for today. My information about my giveaway I'm about to start doing, and what I'm going to be putting into it. I might even I'm debating on ordering a brand new palette to throw in that giveaway, by the way. And it'll be a nice one if I do order it, but I haven't decided. It's one of those things, because I'm doing 2. I'm not sure if I want to do that this time around. I might do it next time around. I see also I'm crawling up on 300 already. I'm like, what the heck? Thanks for everybody who's new. I greatly appreciate you. I don't do this very often, say thank you, but I do appreciate you. But I figured you're here for my reviews and my information, and I'd rather pack as much as that into the video instead of, being like, subscribe, like me, make sure you do my, it's part of the business, and I'm not going to diss anybody for doing it. I just don't do it because I'm inviting you into my home, into my life. You're what I call my friends, and I'm here to kind of like help you guys figure out what would work for you. Alright, well, y'all take care, and remember, till next time, you do you. Bye!